Music's good. Spotify. Mic check, mic check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. Voice mod. What's up, y'all? Welcome in, welcome in. Hello and hi and hey, what is going on? Welcome to the stream, welcome to the stream. If you're brand new here, we're just getting started. At the very beginning, I like to do an audio check. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. James, what up, James? I got an R6. I got an R8 right now. Should I upgrade to the R6 Mark II or Mark III? If you can afford the Mark III, broski, the Mark III is sick. But are you able to keep the R8? Because if you get the R8 and then you get the R6 Mark III, an A and a B cam, bro, you're going to be loving your life, man. If you can swing it. Plan to make that. Yeah, that's great, man. That's a killer combo. Killer combo for sure. I am currently multi-streaming, guys. I'm fancy now. Done. Save. All right. Public. Cool. Nashik visuals. I'm new to everything, but I have a passion and I'm ready to learn. Talk me in, please. What do you mean? What do you need help with, Nashik? Nashik or Nashak? It's pretty easy, man. Do you have a camera? You got to get a camera first. That's number one. Beyond the Cosmic, hello. Welcome in from YouTube, buddy. Hello, how are ya? Dude, I was thinking about adding another, let's see. This is the top down. This is this right here. So this can go. I wanted to do this, but what I wanted to do was add, I wanted to move this up. And then what I wanted to do here was add my other camera, because some of you guys were asking what the other camera looks like. So let's add the video capture R50, R10, right? This one? Yeah, this one. So let's rotate counterclockwise, clockwise. Here we go. And then make this small. So you guys were asking what these two angles look like. So let's see. Can I get this to center perfectly? Flip horizontal, center horizontally. There it is. Perfect. Cool. So now you guys get to see both the angles that I have over on TikTok. Like guide me into the experience and expectations. I don't got nothing to guide you, man. You gotta get out there. You gotta experience things for yourself. You know, in terms of being a photographer, there's nothing really to actually talk about other than if you got a camera, get out there and start shooting. That's pretty much it. There's no like mystery to it. You know what I mean? Over on YouTube, how are you guys? We're just basically getting started here. Feel free to ask me any questions about cameras that you're thinking about purchasing, or if you already have any cameras, if you need to upgrade, or basically any questions about choosing and selecting a camera. The cameras that I'm using right now, you guys, are, let me see if I can bring them up. Let's see, Canva. And right now the chat, there's 11 people over on TikTok, so the chat is going to start to get busy here pretty quickly. I did switch out a lens too. Let's see, R50V plus display. Lloyd over on TikTok. I'm a vlogger who's always on the move, like walking vlog. Should I buy a ZVE 10, no IBIS, or Osmo Pocket? That depends, man. That really depends. If you do you know anything about cameras, Lloyd? Like, are you familiar with them, or you just want something that works? If you want something that just works, the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 is fantastic. Be aware though that the Pocket 4, I know that everybody keeps saying that it's around the corner, but it really is around the corner. So it would really suck if you bought the Pocket 3 and then the Pocket 4 came out. That'd be really unfortunate. But there's two benefits to that, right? When the Pocket 4, and then there's going to be a Pocket 4 Pro. When those come out, the Pocket 3 will probably come down in price, not by a lot, but there will be a lot of chances for you to buy a used one or get a good price on it. I love your videos. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Starter camera for beginners. The R50V is great. The 6400 from Sony is really nice. What cam using for this stream? On TikTok, I am using the R10 here with the 23 millimeter f1.4 from Sigma. And actually, I need to grab. I just switched my overhead cam. This cam right here is a new lens as well. I always like to have cameras on my desk so that you guys can like see them, and I added this because this is a little bit more zoomed in so you could like see it a little bit better. I thought it was like kind of a cooler angle too. So that is that one. But let me see, what did I switch this to? I switched over to the Sigma 18 to 50. I've made a couple of videos on these lenses, guys. If you have a crop sensor camera, you gotta pick one of these lenses up, man. They are so good, dude. They are so good. Control V. I have all of them. Yeah, so I was using a 10 millimeter, and these are the cameras that I'm using in stream right now, guys. So right now, this is on TikTok. You see the Canon R10. And over on, what is it called? Oh, you know what I should do? I should fix this too for YouTube. I'll do that here in a little bit. Here now on the top here, this is the Canon R50 with the 16 millimeter. You can see it's a big wide, a little bit wider, right? And then at the bottom, you'll see the R10 with the 23 millimeter. Really nice. Just an amateur one, bro. I would love to do cinematic as well, but not something professional. That's the thing, Lloyd. From the DJI Pocket 3, you'll get okay footage, but if you're thinking about like cinematic, which is what everybody always wants to do, you just won't get that from the Pocket 3. You'll be able to create some cool stuff, you know, and it's super easy to use. You know, super easy to use. And sometimes, what the audience really wants is, and what you really want to focus on, is delivering your message. You know, once you learn a little bit of the basics, what I'm saying is start off with the Pocket 3 and then kind of learn the tricks of the trade and eventually learn lighting, composition, storytelling. At the very beginning, when you're adding too many ingredients into the pot, it could get a little it could be a little overwhelming if you really don't know much about the other factors that come into really creating cinematic footage, right? So that's what I would say. ZVE10 or Fujifilm XM-E5 for video and travel photography. I would probably do the XM-E5. I was looking at that one the other day. That one looks really nice. What's going on over in YouTube? 3 viewers on YouTube. What up, YouTube? Do you know a good dew shield for the Canon Rebel T7? I found one, but it couldn't fit. A dew shield? What's a dew shield? Beyond Cosmic. I'm starting out for vlogging and pictures. Okay, cool. I forgot what I was doing. What was I doing, guys? Oh, XM-E5. Fuji XM-E5? Is that what you said? Or XE5 or XM5? I guess it's 2 different cameras. Oh, big price difference. Look at this, XE5. Ooh, this one looks fancy. This looks just like a what's it called? A X106. Yeah, that looks like an X106. She's sexy though. That's with the, what is it with the no lens? Here we go. With no lens, it's $16.99. Best budget camera for beginner is for sports videography. I think the Canon R50V is probably your best bang for your buck. The Canon R50V is really nice, you guys. R50V, and everybody wants to go Sony first, but this is the one. This is the one that I recommend. Because guys, it's like $600. What? $600? What? Yeah, this is a really nice one. Why is that camera so expensive? Probably for a lot, man. Carl Spriggs, great stream. Any advice on cameras for short films? Nikon ZR. Dude, Carl's Sprigg, the Nikon ZR, bro, is pretty unstoppable right now, man. If anybody's thinking about like doing a filmmaking, I really recommend this camera right now, just because you can't beat this price, dude. $2,200 for a full frame cinema camera. Granted, it's small, you need to rig it out, so this isn't your final price. You're gonna be all in all out the door probably at about $4 grand with everything, because you need about $2 grand for the lens, roughly. I bought a ZV-1F. It's so ass. Bro, why is it so ass? Let the chat know why it's so ass, bro. Because here's one thing that I always find with brand new creators that are really thinking about like cutting corners and trying to save costs, because this stuff is expensive, man. I get it. I find it that when people just go out on their own and try to really cut corners and, like, you know, save a buck or two, they really end up regretting it and just wasting a ton of money and a ton of time. Because it just doesn't work out, man. It just doesn't work out. What kind of lights are you using, brother? I am using, guys, if you're interested. Oh, actually, I should say, in my link in bio that you can find right in here on my profile page on TikTok, and the first link that I have in my description on YouTube, I have my my Amazon storefront, and you can see all of the, I do need to update a couple things on it, so be mindful of that. Let's move this over. And this is everything that I use, and you can find that in the first link on YouTube, down in the first link in the description, and then on TikTok, it's in my link in bio in my profile picture, so you can find it there. But specifically about the lights that I use the Zhiyun X100, one of these guys right here. Yeah, these guys. Let's see if I can find them on Amazon. Amazon is the store where I go just because I can get it like super quick, you know. This is the newest one that just came out. I recommend this one a lot. What you can see in the back, let's see, let's go over to, so over on TikTok, now you can see the top, you can see the light over here. Where is it? That one? That's one of these lights here. The RGB, that one's a bicolor one, and then I have an RGB one in my setup over here. So I have a couple of lights, and then I have some Viltrox tube lights. Let's see, Amazon. Let's just duplicate this. Viltrox tube lights. I have some other lights, but this is pretty much the Viltrox tube lights. K60s, I think they're called. K60s. They sell K90s, but the K60s is what I have. They came in a pack of 2. Look, purchase right here. So this one right here, I purchased 2 of them. Look at this. These are totally worth it. They're like super budget tube lights. They come in a pack of 2. You can only see one right now, but I have another one over here that you guys can't see. So that's pretty much it. Are you doing just content creation? Osiris. Are you doing just content creation? What do you mean? If I'm doing just, I am creating content. I'm a content creator, I guess, if that answers your question. Texas Coach, what up, Texas Coach? Welcome back. Does an Osmo Pocket 3 hold up as a cinematic vlogging versus going to buy it? It does not hold up as a proper camera. It does pretty good though, Texas Coach. It's not like bad, but there's physics involved, and it's the size of the sensor that's really gonna be required to like really get like a good cinematic look. You know, just the amount of light that comes into a sensor, and just physically, a large sensor can't fit into the body of a Pocket 3, right? Not like a crop sensor or a full frame sensor. Definitely not a full frame sensor. I'm a cinematographer. Sick, bro. That's sick, man. What kind of stuff do you create, Osiris? Opinions on the A7 IV. A7 IV is a thumbs up, bro. A7 IV is 6. Appreciate it, Hoss. I got you, bro. Don't get me wrong, man. Are you good with cameras, big Texas Coach? Like, do you know about cameras? Because if you do a little bit, just the basics of lighting, composition, and storytelling, I would say just get an actual proper APS-C camera or full frame camera if you can afford it. But if you don't, if you're just bare bones and you're just getting started, sometimes I think just getting a DJI Pocket 3 is just as good. I have one, and I'm excited for the new one to come out too. Do a lot of corporate work. Oh, sick, bro. Me too. Me too. Not a lot of corporate work. I have a full-time job as a content creator for a firm, and like my responsibility at the firm is to take their headshots, to do their interviews, to do their B-roll, basically everything for their website and everything for their social media. So it's kind of a neat gig. Texas Coach, what's going on over on YouTube? What up, YouTube? You guys are quiet. If you guys are just rolling in on YouTube, or for the TikTok crowd as well, I am multi-streaming, and I'm trying to figure all this out. This is like my 5th or 6th stream multi-streaming, and I'm just getting the hang of it right now. Don't feel obligated to having to go over to YouTube or TikTok. I'm trying to find you guys where you currently are. And TikTok has always been super cool. People's behavior on YouTube is different, though. I am noticing that. YouTube, let me know what kind of cameras you guys are thinking about getting. What kind of cameras you currently have or you want to upgrade. Yo, when do you go live? Harry Drew, I don't have a fixed schedule right now, but I do go live often, bro. Often. I do go live often. Osiris, I have an FX6 and an FX3. Sick, bro. That's nice. Somewhat. I brought a Sony A64, which is good for my product photography, but not great for video. Why don't you like about the video, Texas Coach? Don and in Tech on TikTok. I have a 67 thinking of upgrade to the A7 IV. Don and in Tech, if you can afford an A7 IV, do it, broski. Loving the C50 R6 III combo. Bro, that's a nice combo, man. That's the same combo that I have, the C50 and the R6 III. It's really nice. I think I saw somebody that was, let me see. Somebody that said if I can see their comments. Who was that? Was it Beyond the Cosmic? Also, is the 6400, which is good for my product? No, that's not. Here we go. Also, a Skywatcher Adventure 2i Pro Pack, good for astrophotography. Is it Star Tracker? I have no idea, Beyond the Cosmic. I don't even know what those are. Skywatcher Adventure 2i Pro Pack. I don't even know what that is. DJ Victor Entertainment, is the Sony A7 IV with a 24-70 Sigma. This thing keeps scrolling. It's kind of annoying. I need to fix that. Why does it keep doing that? A good upgrade for DJ content. Don't have a cam now. I own the DJI Pocket 3. I find, you know, there's a couple people that are DJs, and I always tell them to get the brightest lens that they can afford. The A7 IV is nice, though. But get the brightest lens that you can afford, for sure. Never had a camera, so it'd be my first. That's a pretty advanced camera, the A7 IV. I mean, it's definitely consumer camera, prosumer camera. So you'll have a lot to learn, a lot to tinker with. And if you like learning and like understanding complicated things, like, because cameras are complicated, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. It takes a little bit of like figuring out. And that's actually one of my favorite parts about cameras and stuff, really. I want quality for sure. Yeah, for sure, bro. For sure. Maybe it's my settings or lens. I brought a 50mm. How do I get the best video out of? So a 50mm on a 6400, bro, is gonna be really punched in, man. It's gonna be really punched in. If you're looking for a decent like crop sensor lens, I tell this to everybody, guys. It's these lenses right here. It's the where do I have? It's the Sigma lenses. These Sigma lenses are so freaking good, dude. This 18-50 is really nice. Let's see. Do I have them here? Yeah, these lenses here. I own all of the Sigma lenses, broski, and they are all fantastic. The one that I would say for you, Texas Coach, what are you doing? Are you doing like sports, or like do you need super wide angles, or do you need like long reach? Because there's two lenses. There's the 10-18 right here that's really nice. And then there's also the 18-50 that is really incredible, dude. And that'll be a lot better than your 50mm just in terms of versatility. You know what I mean? Product, videography, and content creation. Okay, yeah, I would do, if you need a zoom, I would check out the 10-18 or the 18-50. Really nice. What you're watching me on over here, by the way, this right here is a 23 down at the bottom. And then this one up at the top is a 16mm. YouTube, you guys are watching me on a 16mm. Actually, let me go ahead and change that in the YouTube world. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, here. And then I want to add a source. Video capture. And let's add the R10 vertical. Okay. Let's rotate this, because I keep talking to TikTok, and I'm trying to get YouTube involved here. Let's see. Rotate this, transform, rotate clockwise, make it smaller. Yeah, let me make this so that it fits. Boom. And then let me make this smaller so that this fits. There we go. All right, so over on the YouTube, now in YouTube world, you guys can see I'm wide at the 16 here, and then in TikTok I'm vertical at the 23. There we go. Perfect. Cool. Sorry, guys. Distraction. All right, back to the chat. Guys, if you guys are just hanging out, by the way, you guys are, not commenting, that's cool too. I call you guys lurkers. While you're lurking, do me a solid and double tap your screen to get these likes up and get this live out to more people. Over on YouTube, I got 4 viewers over there on YouTube. Hey, YouTube. What do you guys do over on YouTube? Is it a heart or a thumbs up? You guys can leave emojis, right? Do something, please. Gary Duty, should I buy an FX30 for TikTok and boat filming, or should I save for an FX3? I mean, an FX30 is great. If you can afford an FX3, I would go for the FX3 because it's just a better camera. Also, be mindful, Gary Duty. Harry, thank you for the roses. Thank you for the gifts. Appreciate that. Be mindful that the FX30 and the FX3 are probably going to get refreshes this year. So they might come up. New models might come up. Picking up my first mirrorless camera, I'm grabbing the Canon R6. Sick, bro. Any recommendations for sports photography? A 70 to 200. 70 to 200 for sure. Is it necessary to buy a dry box? I've had cameras for years and I've never had a dry box. I can't speak for everybody in every situation because I live in not a very humid area or a humid part of the United States. So other places might be different, right? Alex, someone told me that the A7 IV and the A7 V is the same when it comes to photography. Is that true? They're pretty similar. I don't want to say they're the same, though. It's just one model revision. The A7 V did get some new autofocus features and some AI features. But if you can afford the newest camera, I would recommend the newest camera, which is the A7 V. I do sports... video, photo, and portraits. What lens should I get next? Have a Tamron 75 to 180. I don't think you need to get anything, Jeremy. I think you need to get to work, bro. Maybe if you really wanted something like for sports and stuff, maybe get a 100 to 500. That'd be the next one. Or what is it? The 100 to 600 from Sigma. Is the Sony ZV-E10 the best when it comes to vlogging and content creation, or is there better? It's good for about, yeah, it's pretty good. It's definitely good. I have one of those cameras. Check this out. This is my ZV-E right here. ZV-E10 II. I got this in the all white. That's what I use this camera for, strictly content creation. Strictly content creation and live streaming. I have it paired with the 23mm, which is quickly becoming my new favorite focal length. Really, really nice. Yeah, I do like it. It's expensive, though. That is one thing about it. It definitely is expensive. What brand would you recommend on the lens? If you can afford the Canon stuff, get the Canon stuff. If not, you'll have to go to the EF Sigma or Tamron JDN 1.3. Do you have another suggestion other than the FX series? Gary, remember what you were doing? You wanted to do, what was it? Boat filming. An action camera, man. If you're going to be out on the boat, like, you don't want to be... personally, man, if I'm on a boat, I would be really, really cautious taking like a $4,000, $3,000 rig out there. Have an Action 5 Pro and a 6400 with a Tamra. Cool, cool. Should I sell the 5 Pro and 64 for a 67? I don't know. What are you trying to do with the 67 that you can't do with the 64? YouTube is quiet. YouTube is quiet. It's okay. No worries. No worries. YouTube, you guys will come around. You guys will come around. You guys will warm up. I got a Fujifilm X-E5 with the 23 millimeter. Any recommendations for a second lens? The 23 millimeter is nice. That's the pancakes light. That's the pancake lens, correct? Hirono collector. I mean, you can never go wrong with like a solid 50 millimeter, bro. Or maybe a macro lens. That would be really cool. I look at the 23 as like an everyday kind of walk around lens, unless you want to go the other side and go like super wide. But it just depends on what you're doing, you know. Oh, you know what? A good lens, if you already have the 23 Hirono, is these Sigma lenses, bro. They have these available for multiple mounts. This one is really nice, dude. Yeah, they have this available in multiple mounts. This one is really nice. The 18 to 50 or the 10 to 18 is really the one that you're looking at is on Canon, but they sell this one for Fuji. Pretty sure. Yeah, they sell this one for Fuji. I can check, but I'm pretty confident that they do. Or if you guys can afford the 18, this one, the 17 to 40, this lens is fucking great, dude. Yeah, they sell it for Fuji. This one's a magical lens. Joanna, should I replace my Fuji X-T3 to a Sony 6400? I wouldn't. What's wrong with your Fuji, Joanna? Ochana, I have an A7C II and a Sigma 28 to 75. What do you think? Want to buy a wide lens too, maybe a 14. That'd be nice. 14 is really wide. Are you trying to go like super wide? Remember 14 on a full frame is like pretty wide. Yeah, that's pretty wide. Hey, I'm new to photography. I was wondering what your thought about my kit. Canon 100D. It sounds like you have a bunch of a kit lens. A kit. Just get out there and shoot. Staffy Jack. How do you control distortion at 14 millimeters? I don't. Most of the time, modern cameras, do a lot of compensation for wide lenses. But when you're at 14 on a full frame, you know that you're go into the shot knowing that you're gonna be a little bit distorted on the edges. You're not gonna be as distorted on a crop sensor camera, but you will be on a full frame for sure. What should I buy? Fujifilm X-T30 or the Sony ZV-E10 II? Depends. Depends. Suzu's getting blocked. Block. Fuji XS20 or Sony 60 for my first camera. Those are two very different cameras. Unknowny. What are you trying to do? Daily and travel? The 6700 is a big camera. Fuji XS20. Yeah, those are very different cameras. Let's look at them. This is a nice camera too. Yeah, this one's a little bit smaller, but it's still a big camera. Fuji's nice though. Yeah, Fuji's nice. Brizzy Vision, you're just bought an R6 Mark III with a 100 500. Nice, dude. Chili Cheese Hunter. Congratulations, man. That's a sick kit. Man, grass is greener syndrome is killing me, bro. Yeah. GAS is what it's called. Gear Acquisition Syndrome, man. What's the better software for editing, DaVinci or Adobe? I use Adobe products, but DaVinci's great. Any recommendations? DSLR for portraits, budget friendly? Or like old DSLRs, I don't really have much. Maybe a 5D Mark IV. Can you guys swing a 5D Mark IV? How much is that? 5D M4. Whew, they're still expensive. $1,000. Excellent condition. Like if you really want one, this camera's a tank. But I don't really recommend old DSLRs like this, really. What up, Rich? What do you think of the Lumix S5 II? Lumix S5 II is sick, dude. Lumix is fucking sick. Uh, 5D Mark IV is not a budget camera. What's your budget? You didn't say what your budget was. Don't say $200. If you say $200, I'm gonna block you. How you doing, brother? Brother, I'm doing good, brother. What do you prefer for beginners? Harlem Luck. Remind me what you're trying to do. If you guys are asking, by the way, that reminds me what Snapshot Dreams kind of like. When you guys are asking these kind of questions, it's super helpful. One, if you tell me what your budget is, and don't feel ashamed if you don't have a lot of money. It's okay. Everybody's perspective on what's a lot of money is very different, but you got to tell me what your budget is and what you plan on doing. Like what kind of, do you want to be streaming? Do you want to create makeup videos? Do you want to be a gym bro? Do you want to be one of those makeup girlies or lifestyle girlies? Like what do you, vloggers, what do you want to do? You know what I mean? Because there are so many cameras out there. Also, if you guys are curious, these are the cameras that I'm currently using right now for this stream. These are the cameras over here, and then these are the lenses that I'm using with all of the cameras. I'm not using this one today. I'm not using this one today. I'm using this kit. So I'm using this right now. I switch out my cameras from time to time. This is the top-down one, so you guys can kind of see. And this kind of like punches in and punches out. This top-down shot came out really nice, I think. Yeah, I really like this angle right here. Mohammed, hello. Do you think the DJI Osmo 4 will really release in March for sometime later? It's around the corner. I don't know exactly when, but it's also there's going to be an Osmo 4 Pro. Recommendation for data recovery service? I don't, dude. I don't. Data. It sucks that you lost your data, but it's hopefully it's a thing that only happens to you once. I would wait for the Pro version. I would definitely wait for the Pro version. It'll be expensive though. The Osmo Pocket 4 Pro is probably going to be like $800, $900. I saw Julia. Hello, Julia. I saw a lifestyle girlie using the DJI Pocket 3. I started saving up for one. Yeah, listen, Julia, when the DJI Pocket 4 comes out, I'll just send you mine. Because I have the 3. So when I get the new one, just, yeah, because the new one's coming out soon. And it's still great. Does Meta Ray-Ban good choice for does niche content? Yeah, I'm gonna get some Meta Ray-Bans here, maybe another generation or two. Yeah, I have my. I don't use my Pocket 3. I just have it for like for fun. I used it a lot when I did have when you know when it was brand new, but it's just been sitting in my because I have so many other cameras that I have better options. You know, I have better options. Unknown user. Is YouTube saying anything? What's up, YouTube? Somebody said hi over there. Hello. Who is that? Sidhu Moose. For those of you guys that are joining over on TikTok and YouTube, hello. Actually, this is a cool. Check this out. So, on YouTube, this is the perspective that you guys get to see right here. My cat was sleeping earlier. That's where she sleeps over there. And then on TikTok, you guys get this view over here. The YouTube view, which is wide, is the Canon R50 with the 16 millimeter. And then on TikTok, I have the R10 with the 23 millimeter. And that's what you guys are seeing right now. Slowly, guys, I'm making the stream a lot better. Anyways, if you guys are just tuning in, I'm trying to answer as many questions as I can regarding what camera you should buy. If you guys are asking what camera you're that you should consider buying, please let me know a couple of things. One, what is your budget? And two, what do you want to do? Do you want to be a gym bro? Do you want to be a vlogging girly or a makeup girly or a lifestyle girly? Do you want to be a streamer? Do you want to make cinematic vlog? What do you want to do? Give me some context, right? And number three, the third thing you should tell me is what camera you're already kind of looking at. What's a good lens for sports photography, specifically hockey? Budget is around $7 for the A6400. I'd probably look at the Sigma or the Tamron. Let's see. I'd probably look at the Tamron 70 to 180. I think that lens is about, you can probably find it used. Here it is. It's a little over that budget that you said, but I think this one's really nice. Yeah, Tamron 70 to 180, f2.8. This is the one I would get. If it's a little over your budget, I'd probably just wait a little bit and save up for this. This is a nice, and it's not the best lens in the world, build quality wise, but it's pretty nice. Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's been 5 years later. Sony have not yet released FX3. What do you FX3 II? It's coming out soon. Snapshot Dreams. It should come out 5 years. I thought it was 4. Yeah, man. FX3 Mark II should be out this year. Unknown user, FX30 or A7 IV, considering the fact I want to take photos but really like 90 for... Ooh. You should do the FX30, man. Yeah, you should do the FX30. Or check out a used FX3, unknown user. Thoughts on the brand Extra? Extra's great, man. Mr. Carne Asada. Damn, that just made me fucking hungry, bro. I could go for some carne asada tacos right now. Oh, wait, let me see. Do I have sound effects? Oh, wrong one. My bad. I need more sound effects. I need to figure these out. I need to get better. Is this one good? There we go. Yeah, carne asada tacos. Fuck, man. That sounds good right now. I was thinking about getting a Sony 18 to 105. I don't know that lens too much. It sounds like a kit lens to me. Anything with a variable aperture to me, guys, is kind of like, I think they're a waste of money. What's the best lens for the Canon 250? Depends on what you're doing. Depends on what you're doing. And you don't need to spam. If you keep spamming, I'm going to block you. Kimberly Nutrition says, what do you think about the Osmo Nano? I want a solo vlog, day in the life. The Osmo Nano is cool. It's a little gimmicky in my opinion. It's a great little camera. the feature of it that the little head can come off and you can create your own little vlogs with it. I like it. It is a little gimmicky in my opinion, but for what you want to do, solo vlogging, day in the life, yeah, that's actually perfect for that. I think so, because you can set it up in different spots, right? And you can monitor yourself on it. Because I don't have the DJI one. Where did I put it? I have one. Oh, here it is. I have a ton of action cameras. I just buy them because they're like, in my opinion, they're not that expensive and they're like worth checking out. I have an Instago 360. What is this called? The Instago. Yeah. And this one right here, the little. Oh, actually, you know what, guys? I can do this. I forgot. This little Insta 360 Go has the little thing that pops out, and these are cool, man. These are cool because you can just like turn it on. I haven't used this in forever. Does it have battery? It should. Yeah, it has battery. So this has a screen, right? A little screen. And then I can remove this. And now this will look at me anywhere that I put this. And it's magnetic. So this little camera module detaches. And the Nano has something similar. It's like the same kind of idea. The Nano does have a better sensor though, so that is kind of cool. So these are cool for that, Kimberly Nutrition. I would encourage you to get it for that purpose for sure. I need to get that camera back out in the back into the wild. Brother Dan, thank you for joining my fan club, man. Snapshot Dreams Bread. What keyboard is that? This is a Logitech keyboard. I don't know what it's called. MX Keys, I think is what it's called. MX Keys. You guys are interested in keyboards? I doubt it, right? Yeah, this is the MX Keys keyboard. It's not a gaming keyboard. It's just an office keyboard, like productivity keyboard. Gustavo Roldan. Hola, amigo. Recién me conecto después del 1850 2.8 de Sigma. ¿Qué lente recomiendas para? R50V is great. La realidad, amigo, yo siempre le digo a la gente que tiene un crop sensor camera que cheque todos los lentes de Sigma. Mi favorito ahorita es el 23. El 23 es el que me miras ahorita. Y de hecho, aquí tengo el 23 que se ve lindo. Y aquí arriba tengo el 16. El 16 es fantástico. Y aquí es como se ve. Uno es en la Canon R10, R10. Y la otro es el R50, R50. Fabuloso. Really, really nice. But yeah, I'd say check out the 10 to 18. Oh, and este que está aquí arriba. Este es el 18 a 50. Oh, pero ese es el que tú tienes, ¿verdad? 18 a 50. This one's really nice too. I like this one a lot as well. Because the punch is great. Should I get a Nikon ZR or wait for the FX? I would wait. If you want the FX3 too, I would wait for sure. Renzo, Sony A61 or R50? R50 for sure. Sleek and minimal. Yeah, it's a super minimal keyboard. Yeah, MX Keys, I think is what it was called. MX Keys. I bought the combo. MX Keys are supposed to be like for like productivity, and they're like really nice. MX Keys. I don't have the mini. I forget what they're called. I think it's this one. Yeah, this guy right here. Mine came with the mouse though. I got mine as like a kit, I think. Might have been this one. Yeah, I got it because it was a low profile. It isn't a gaming keyboard though, so if you're looking for something with like a lot of clickety clackety, And this can go up. This can be used on three. This keyboard can be used on three PCs or three devices at one time, and so can the mouse. So here in this desk setup, I have two PCs, my laptop, and then my actual big, my big custom PC. So I can like switch between them really, really easily. And DaVinci or Adobe? I use Adobe, but DaVinci is great. Shara Nicole looks amazing. Thank you, thank you. With the 18 to 50 Sigma, do you think you can get outdoorsy shots? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What's the best lens for filmmaking? I use an A7 IV in your opinion. 24 to 70 or a 15 to 35, or if you're on Sony, a 16 to 35 G Master. Those are really, really great filmmaking lenses. They just encompass a lot of focal lengths, and like 2.8 is really, really nice. Might have to get it. Yeah, the 18 to 50. Guys, if you're interested in any of the gear that I use, feel free to please actually check out my my Amazon storefront. It is tagged right here in my link in bio. It's the first one, and then on YouTube it's my first link in bio. I have all of the gear that I use, and I do need to update this. I keep telling myself I'm going to do it, but I always forget. Anyways, this is like 90% of all the gear that I use, including some of my desk setup things. Oh, look at the keyboard. Yeah, this is stuff that I need to update for sure. I have a Sony ZV-E10 camera rig. Monitors, yeah, everything's here. Literally everything to build out a rig. What streaming setup do you recommend in terms of microphone, laptop, lighting, etc.? Depends on what you want to do for streaming, really, and how powerful of a PC you want. Is this the ZV-E10? What are we looking at? On TikTok, you guys are seeing me. On TikTok, you guys, you're looking at me at the bottom camera. This is the R10 with the 23mm Sigma. And then I'm multi-streaming up at the top. YouTube gets to see this. And this is the R50 with the 16mm. But when I go into like single view or whatever, what I have is a... two video outputs, one going to TikTok and then one going to YouTube. By the way, is anybody in here an actual streamer? Do any of you guys stream on actual mirrorless cameras, or do a lot of you just use webcams? Webcams are great too. There's a couple of good ones. Horsiani, why are you yelling? Oh, nice. Yeah, that's usually what What do you usually do? Stream? Twitch, YouTube, Kick. Sick. What kind of stuff do you do, Shara Nicole? On my custom PC. Yeah, you got to go with a custom PC for sure. But actually, you know what? Nowadays, it might be better to buy a pre-build just because prices are so expensive. You know what I mean? Amanish Ahid. I don't know how to say your name. Well, I game, but I'm navigating into videography cinematics. Oh, sick. Do I game? Yeah, I have a gaming channel. I haven't gone live on my gaming channel in several months because I've been growing this channel for a little while. By the way, guys, if you are brand new here, either on YouTube or on TikTok, please consider giving me a follow or a sub in YouTube and TikTok. I'm trying to get to 10,000 by the end of March. I don't think that'll get there, but I'm going to really try. If you're not following already, please do so. The games that I'm working on right now, to answer your question, I finished up Horizon Forbidden West, and I'm working on The Last of Us 2. But I kind of stopped because I got distracted with this channel, and then this channel started to really kind of grow. So then I just focused on this for a little while. Also, I was having RAM issues, so I needed to upgrade my RAM because my game kept crashing. I had some technical difficulties with my custom PC. It's all resolved now, and now I can multi-stream. Yay! Yay! Oh wait, my bad. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, see? I got sound effects. Sally Lopez, buenas noches. Buenas noches. My bad, my bad. Saying parenting is taking a hold of me. I get it, I get it. What do you think about the Nikon Z6 II with combo camera? I think that's good, Omer. ¿Has usado algún lente Shure en el R50V? No, no conozco ningún Shure que se usa para el R50V. Shure yo he usado para, what is it? Sony ZVE-10 II. I creo que Shure hace para RF mount, pero son manual focus. Me gusta el Shure though. I like the Shure lenses. These are the Shure lenses that I have. Estos son los lentes Shure que tengo. (18-50) is manual focus. No, it's autofocus. Yeah, it's autofocus. The 18-50 is an autofocus lens. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Yeah, right here. High performance. This new lens allows user high quality, even close-up shots. It doesn't have the biggest, like the shortest focusing distance, but yeah, I'm actually using it right here. Like this is the, and you see the focus, it kind of comes in. Actually, the focus distance is pretty close. ¿Puedo usar full frame en el R50V? ¿Qué problema tendría? No tendrías problema, solamente necesitas asegurarte que los lentes son RF. Y si no son RF, necesitas ser EF. Y si usas EF, necesitas tener un converter. Hey, YouTube. YouTube, you guys are talking to each other. Yay. Yeah. I got some Spanish speakers over on YouTube. I wonder if my algorithm is getting sent over to Latin America. ¿De qué parte del mundo son ustedes, Gustavo y Eduard? ¿Es Eduard? Solo multiplica. Yeah, exactly. You gotta compensate for the crop factor. Shara Nicole says, yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, it's pretty great. The 10 to 18, I have it here somewhere. The 10 to 18 is also really nice. But I think most people would like the 18 to 50 typically. Venezuela. Oh, Venezuela. Cheers desde Chile. Okay. Ustedes dicen lente or objetivo for lenses. Yo sé que los españoles le gustan decir a los lentes objetivo. Objetivo. Objetivo is crazy. That's what I said, dude. I met some people from Spain, and there was another country that also said objetivo. I need something that can be outside, like zoom into. Yeah. I think you're going to like the 18 to 50. 18 to 50 is definitely nice, dude. Definitely nice. I can't keep talking enough about it, but the Sigma lenses for crop sensor cameras, dude, are the best in my opinion. They are the best in my opinion. Yo digo óptica o lente. Okay, okay. Lente and óptica, like optical lens, that still makes sense. What about stabilizer? It doesn't have IS. It does not have IS. That's the one thing that it doesn't. That none of these Sigma lenses have IS. But I use it as filming lenses and. Yeah, I use them as filming lenses. Did I miss any? Yeah. For photos, they still work great, though. They still work great, dude. I often don't use IS in my, like, I really don't look at IS or IBIS as a, like, deal breaker for my lenses. But I've been shooting for a long time. ¿Qué smartphone tienes, bro? Yo uso Samsung. El mío ya está viejito. Samsung Ultra 24. Ya está viejito. You're right. I feel like it shouldn't be a deal breaker. ¿Usas captura adoro? No. No sé. I don't know what that is. El Choco Roll. Wow, another Spanish speaker. Look at that. My channel is going to Latin America. ¿Qué es Capture Adoro? What is that? That's kind of cool, actually, that my stream's going over to Latin America. Maybe there's some opportunity there. Interesting. Capture card. Oh, yo uso. Ahorita yo estoy usando este, mira. Para capture card yo uso. A ver. Yo uso. No. Ahorita estoy usando este. Para mi computadora. Elgato 4 input capture card. Ahorita estoy usando este, mira. This one. Ahorita para mi computadora entera, la grande computadora que tengo, estoy usando este. Y cuando tengo algo más como mi laptop, yo uso, ¿cómo se llama? Elgato Cam Link, este mero. Yeah, y cuando estoy usando mi laptop uso esto, pero a mí me gusta la marca Elgato. Sí sirven, pero para esta grande, por eso yo tengo cuatro conexiones, pero solamente estoy usando 3. Esta es una, estas 2 y la tercera. Yeah, so 1, 2 y 3. Y tengo espacio para tener una cuarta, pero no lo necesito. Thank you so much. ¿Qué tal el 75-37? Esos lentes no me gustan. La verdad no usar a ninguno de esos. Porque tienen un variable aperture que cambia. No sé cómo se dice. ¿Cómo se dice aperture en español? Better start speaking in Spanish. Yeah. For some, maybe on TikTok that'll become popular too. Who knows? Apertura. Yeah, so no me gusta a mí los lentes que tienen apertura que cambia cuando uno le mete zoom. So cuando uno cambia el zoom y cambia la apertura, esos lentes para mí son un gasto de pérdida de dinero, la verdad. Ya sé que son más baratos, pero para la verdad son una pérdida de dinero para mí. Hey, Sharon Nicole, you were right. Apertura. We'll try. We'll do some Spanglish. Did I miss? ¿Podrías probar Motion Cam Pro con el Samsung 24? Puedes grabar cinema. Yeah, pero la verdad, Eduardo, es que yo tengo bastante cámaras que yo no necesito usar mi celular para grabar cosas cinema con mi celular, you know? A new opportunity for sure. ¿Cuál es la óptica más larga que tienes? 70 a 70 a 200. ¿Lo quieren ver? This is my longest focal length right here, guys. The 70 to 200. 70 to 200 f2.8. This is part of the holy trinity of lenses. Pop quiz. Do you guys know what lenses are included in the holy trinity of lenses? This lens right here, I think this lens retails for like $2,500. Worth every single penny, bro. El Choco Roll, new subscriber here. Gracias, amigo. Yeah, I know, pero podrías intentar, puedes grabar raw video y OpenGate. Yeah, lo puedo intentar, pero la verdad no tengo mucho interés en eso porque yo ya tengo una cámara que graba en OpenGate. Yo tengo la C50 y esta cámara para mí, y tengo también la R63 que ya tiene OpenGate, so, you know, el celular lo uso, a mí me gusta mi celular que se mantenga como celular. Thanks for your help, no problem. Julia already knows. Look, 16 to 35, 24 to 70, 7200. See, there you go. All right, we got YouTube. We got YouTube involved today, guys. Look at us. We're becoming real streamers, you guys. Real streamers. I've been taking notes. Julia, actually, you have currently the Sigma Trio. Not the Holy Trinity, the Sigma Trio. The 16, the 30, and the 56. Can you look up Sony lenses and tell me if they are something you would... Yeah, let me know, Shara, Nicole, what you're looking at. Happy to check you out, to help you out. Eduard, yo tengo mi Xiaomi 14 Ultra y es mi cámara y celular y Blackmagic Cinema. Yeah. Prime lens Trinity, exactly. Wow, you know what a prime lens is? Wow. ¿En qué tipo de videography te especializas? La verdad, yo trabajo como un content creator, so yo hago para mi trabajo de 9 a 5, yo hago videos de entrevistas, de abogados, de business guys, you know, de tipos de la oficina, y tomo sus fotos, pero para freelance yo hago muchas cosas creativas. Cualquier persona que me quiera contratar, yo le puedo hacer videos para sus redes sociales, for marketing. Para que puedan hacer dinero con sus videos, you know, para sus negocios. If you guys are interested in the type of work that I do freelancing, feel free to jump into my, actually, you know what? I have my link in bio in my profile page on TikTok, but I think I have it on YouTube, my profile page on YouTube. You can check out my links there. My Instagram and my YouTube channel. Actually, let me see, YouTube. Let me go to my channel, view channel. Yeah, this is my YouTube channel, guys. If you guys are interested, feel free to check it out. I do long form. I'm trying to get to 4K by the end of March on this channel. We'll see if we get there. And then on here, you guys can navigate to my link in bio, and you guys can see all my information here. Instagram, TikTok, website, all that fun stuff. If you're interested. If not, whatevs, you know, it's all good. Mr. Carne Asada. Sony 6700. Oh, wait, hold on. Drax 6. What do you think about the Canon EF 24? I like that lens, Drax 6. That's a nice lens. The EF version is a nice deal too. Check me out. Thank you. PZ power zoom. I like that lens. Is it an f4? Is it a solid f4? I do. I think I like that lens. Yes. Do you have a full frame camera? Remind me. Yeah, this is nice, dude. It's a shame that it's an f4, but this is super versatile. Yeah. If you have a crop sensor lens, I'd be like, be careful with the f4, just because it's even less light. But if you have a full frame, the f4 on a full frame is definitely above mid. Definitely mid plus. Maybe mid plus plus. On a crop sensor, it's going to be kind of tough. It is a nice lens, though. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, so you're gonna lose a lot of light in the f4. I think it's worth a rent, though. Let's see. Let's go to lensrentals.com. For lenses, guys, another thing that I always tell people is like, dude, if you're in the United States, just rent. Just check it out, you know. Look. You could rent this lens, Shara, for $55 for 7 days, and the lens itself costs $900. I think if you can rent it for $55 for 7 days. This is for the United States, though. I don't know if they have this, but I'd want to keep it. The thing is, exactly. I always rent too, especially for the lenses that are above $1,000. Anything above $800 to $900 and up, just rent it first, unless you already know. You know what I mean? And lensrentals.com, I've used them one time, and they did okay. It was fine, you know. I ended up not liking the lens or thinking I could live without it. But $55 for 7 days, fuck. You know what I mean? Gustavo, ¿cuál es el uso principal de tu R50B? El R50B yo lo uso every single day. It's my everyday carry. De hecho, yo tengo dos. Yo tengo dos R50s. Here's my other one. Check this one out. This lens right here. This one is my everyday carry. R50. With the 17 to 40. Ooh, you know, that might be a good clip, guys. Should I clip this? What should I say? What should I say? I should say something like the Canon R50V paired with the Sigma 17 to 40 f1.8 has become my everyday carry. Okay, let's go with that. Let's go. The Canon R50V paired with the Sigma 17 to 40 f1.8 has become my everyday carry. This combination of the R50V, perfect for video, and the internal zoom of the 17 to 40 makes it incredibly versatile. I like using this combo on my DJI RS4 Mini gimbal. And because it's an internal zooming lens, the balance just stays really constant. So I don't have to rebalance the gimbal. But this lens and camera combo goes with me everywhere, every single day. Ooh, and the music ended? Yeah, all right, let's send that over. All right, so we just made a little clip, guys. We just made a little clip. Let's go send that over. I have my show recordings. I have my OBS set up. I need to set it up so that it's a button. But I have my OBS send it directly to my phone. And then within literally like seconds, it just sent it directly to my phone. Boom. Look at that. Now I can just edit this real quick and just post it. Cut it up a little. Content creators. Wow, look at us go. We fancy. Gustavo, ya me voy. ¿Cuándo te conectas otra vez? Yo me conecto todo, casi diario, brother. Casi diario. So, asegúrate de seguirme o échame un subscribe. Y ahí vas a ver mis notificaciones. También en el TikTok. Y si quieres ver más videos. Pero yo diario, casi cada otro día me pongo live. I didn't know that, but I'll check them out. Thank you. This lens is goated. That's nice. Yay. I got the Sony A7 IV. Sick. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah. Got the A7 IV. Sick. That lens isn't cheap. That lens is not cheap, bro. What did you use to shoot your recent unboxing? I used this camera right here, the top down. This one. Yeah, I use this. Oh, I use the R50V, so I use this camera rig up here. I don't know. Can you guys see it? No, you can't. I used to have a wider lens, but I have a rig right here. You can see the tip of the camera right here. Watch. This is the zoom lens right here. Whoop, whoop. Oh, I was using my cell phone. I have a chest mount. Yeah, you're talking about this. I have a chest mount. And this chest mount just goes like right here. And then my cell phone goes right here. It looks a little ridiculous, but it works. Yeah, people really like that angle. I like it too. It makes it nice and easy. Here from TikTok. My man. Appreciate it. What do we got? 6 viewers on TikTok. This angle is so much wider. I see it. Yes. Yeah, it is a little wider. It is definitely a little wider. If you guys are curious, by the way, this question always gets asked. I am using... These are the cameras that I'm using for this live. On TikTok right now, which is this lens, you can see the R10. The R10 with the 23 millimeter. And on YouTube, you guys get to see the R50 with the 16 millimeter. And then I also have this top-down shot right here. This is a R50 with a, what is it? 18 to 50. R50V, excuse me. I thought you got the camera glasses. No, I'm thinking about buying them. They're expensive. I want to wait another generation or two, though. Saeed, do you think I need to sell my R50 for an R50V? If you want to do C-Log 3 video, Saeed, yeah, for sure, bro. Vi Abil, why are you yelling? Should I get the DJI Osmo Standard combo or DJI Adventure combo? I don't know, man, if you need all the accessories. Are we only talking about digital or also film? Mostly digital. I only have one film camera. It's from the 1970s. I've only used it a couple times. I do like it, though. S5 2, S12E? What's the S12E? Lumix. I know the S12R. S12E. What is that? This one? What is the difference? What does this camera do? What are the specs on this? Does B&H have it? I've never heard of the S12E. Interesting. That shit made me dizzy. Is this real-time C-Log CST? What you mean? I'm shooting in a standard profile right now. ¿Qué interfaz de audio usas para el micrófono? Yo uso todo lo de Elgato. Elgato tiene Wave something. Acaba de salir uno nuevo, Wave 3.0. What do you think of the Nikon 300? I don't think of the Nikon 300. Best beginner budget camera, R50. My budget got cut now between the Canon RP and the Canon R. Canon R is better despite being old, right? Yes. Yes, Jigs. But for real, Jigs, I would see if you can squeak out and save up a little bit longer for the R8, broski. I wouldn't recommend buying the R or the R, certainly not the RP. Karish Safari Boy. Hi, man. Just a question. What Canon do you recommend for wildlife on a budget? Any camera, really. I'd be looking more at the lenses. 70 to 200. What do you think about the Canon A7V? Thumbs up. It's a funny angle. A7V, thumbs up. DJI 6 or Ace Pro 2? DJI 6. Do you know anything about drones? No, not really. I don't do much drones. I was thinking about getting my pilot's license, or drones license, a couple years back, but I never did. I tried my Sigma 18 to 35 on the R50V, and it was way too front heavy and unbalanced. Sometimes that happens, Rensport. The 18 to 35 is a little heavier, but I'm really not looking for like balance and handheld stuff. You know, it's not really what I focus on. Thoughts on the DJI Mini 3? I think the newer ones are much better. The 4 and the 5. I wouldn't get anything old. Suggest me the best lens for videography, cinematography on the FX30. Hey, what's up, YouTube? For YouTube, I'm on the YouTube for the FX30, dude, on a budget. I think I recommend these lenses. This lens right here. Where is it? This one. I would do this one. The Sigma 18 to 50. F2.8. This is a really nice one. And I think it's a budget. And between the R6 Mark III and the A7 V, Yashvin, I'm a Canon guy, so I'd pick the Canon. But at that point, between those two cameras, the R6 Mark III and the A7 V, you're really squabbling? Whatever the term. Whatever, you're really quibbling, I think. You're over the brand. So just, it's like Apple versus Samsung at that point. Sony versus Canon. I would pick Canon, but you can't go wrong with the A7 V. Canon M52. Thumbs up, Canon M52. 18 to 35 is 800. Yeah. I know that the 17 to 50 is a much lighter lens. What camera are we using? LT Junior. We are using For the live on TikTok, R10 on a 23 millimeter, and then on YouTube, the top one, the wide one, we're using the R50 and the 16 millimeter Sigma. DJI Osmo Nano. I do like that, the Osmo Nano. Somebody earlier was asking about recommendations, and I thought about her question, and she was a vlogging lifestyle person. I was like, that'd be a perfect person for that camera. Is prime lens good? Sigma 30 millimeter? Yeah, the 30 millimeter is nice. I'm using the 23 millimeter on TikTok. It looks like this. So if you're on YouTube right now, this is the 23 millimeter, and then this is the 16 millimeter. I'm using, this is the TikTok camera, and then this is the YouTube camera. By the way, guys, I am multi-streaming on YouTube and TikTok. I feel like a real boy now. That's probably my funniest button, dude. You cannot get enough of that. Oh, here we go. I should do this one. I believe. That one's good. What? There we go. I should do this one more and this one. What? Good for fishing POVs. Fishing POVs? Oh yeah. The Nano? Yeah. Truthfully, I really like my favorite cameras for action cams, guys, are the Insta360, the X5. Those cameras are so good, man. So freaking good. And you can get a chest mount for the 360. Those are my favorite cameras. They're freaking incredible, man. But the Nano is also really good as well. Do you own a 70-200? I do. Yeah, I think so. I went from an R6 Mark I to a Sony a7 IV, and to be honest, it's a game changer. Well, Yashvin, you really can't compare an R6 Mark I to an a7 IV, broski. That's not a fair comparison, man. That's not a fair comparison. What do you think about people going back to DSLR for 3D pop and more interesting lenses? I haven't really thought about any of that. What's your opinion on kit lenses? Kit lenses are... Kit lenses are shit, bro. Which is best camera for me, FX30 or 6700? That is 48 over on YouTube. Hey, YouTube. How many people we got? 3 people on YouTube. If you want to do a lot of filming and primarily filming like 90% video work, the FX30 is a no-brainer. If you want to do like 50-50 hybrid photo video, the 6700 is the way to go. Toza and can I have $60 from South Africa? You cannot have $60. And if you Toza, if you ask for money again or you ask for anything, I'm gonna block you, bro. Still got my 6D and many EF lenses. I have an RFS 18-50. Came with my R7. Nice, dude. Mateen Zakaria on TikTok. Hello, Mateen. I'm trying to work with a kit lens before upgrading. Yeah, Mateen, that's what kit lenses are poop. But when I tell people that they have kit lenses and they're trying to figure it out, use the kit lens as much as possible. Use it, but pay attention to what focal length you really shoot the most, like which one you like. And you can find that out in the metadata of your photos when you import them into like Lightroom or a video editor that can read metadata. And you'll find out what focal length you naturally go to, like on your own, like just naturally without thinking. And then see what kind of focal length you tend to land on the most. And then go after or buy a prime lens in that focal range. That's how I think that they're best utilized, to figure out what lens to upgrade to next. And why I mentioned prime lenses is because prime lenses tend to be significantly cheaper and higher. Well, how do I want to say this? They look better visually, the end result, because they usually have lower f-stops. So you get that cinematic look. And then you can find a pretty inexpensive kit lens or prime lens. Excuse me. My main purpose is video. Then I would get the FX30 for sure. Over on YouTube, Real Tech Geek. What up? Yeah, that's the RF S18. Is really just decent, extremely overpriced, pretty good for video since it has very bright light. Yeah, 18 to 150 to me is like anything that's like a that's a variable aperture. I learned that aperture in Spanish is apertura. Aperture is like kit lenses to me is what I think about kit lenses, guys, is that if you really want to buy a camera that has a kit lens with it, just buy the camera body only and then buy the kit lens used. Because oftentimes the kit lenses are like $50 to $75 to $100 versus the kit that usually has it priced like at $200, like a $200 value. You know what I mean? I'm from India and TikTok is banned in India. Okay. What cam do you use? Right now on TikTok, I'm using this camera right here. Where is it? Here we go. I'm using the Canon R10 with a 23mm Sigma lens, f1.4. Really nice lens. I like it. Lumix S5 II. Lumix S5 II is nice. Certainly. MX keys used. Tamron. I have a Sony FX30, wanting to know what lens would give me the FX3 look. The FX30 already kind of looks like the FX3. Hold on. What focal length are you trying to go for? Who said that? Legend of Manda. Yeah, I really don't like kit lenses. I use mostly primes. Yeah. People that are newbies, like normies, always want zoom lenses because they think that that's the best. But once they figure out, like 6 months in, they're like, oh, prime lenses are actually the way to go. You know, they learn the hard way, which is why I try to save people from kit lenses. I'm like, if you really, really want it, just buy it later. Buy it separately, you know? How's the Nikon ZR? Nikon ZR is sick, dude. Sony ZVE1. ZVE1 is fantastic. Fantastic. How to color grade like cinema. You just practice. You just practice. Do you recommend Sony cameras for live videos? Hell yeah. Ideas Financier Oficial. Yeah. What Sony camera are you looking at? Ideas Financieras Oficial. Another Spanish speaker. Look at that. Wow. Getting a lot of Spanish speakers. How to translate speech to English when I'm seeing someone live on their voice. I have no idea. I have no idea, user. I got so mad. I got some mad deal, $500 for a Canon M50. That's how much they cost. Kit lens, SD card, and a bunch of Ulanzi lights. Yeah, all that extra stuff is nice, sure. Okay, fair. I'm newer, so that context is probably helpful. I feel like my footage looks great, but my friend with an FX3 has much better footage. Yeah, Legend of Manda. Like, what lens does your friend have? Yeah, what lens does your friend have? Because you have a crop sensor, right? So keep in mind the crop factor. Sigma 23. Yeah, that's the lens that you're watching me on right now. This is the Sigma 23 f1.4, and then this is the 16 millimeter. Michael Ron Martinez, bro, I have a photo shoot this coming Sunday, studio photo shoot. Tell about metering. What do you want to know about metering? Your camera does a pretty decent job. What camera do you have, Michael? Legend of Manda, though. But if you're looking, dude, for some really great lenses for your R50, these are fantastic lenses right here, man. I'm telling you. I tell everybody this. I tell everybody. These are the ones that you want, broski. I'm telling you. Nobody listens. I'm just kidding. People listen. These lenses right here, these Sigma lenses, the 56. My favorite is this one. If you got money, this is the one you want. The Sigma 17 to 40 f1.8. If you got the cash, this is a one and done lens. I have it right here. This is it. This is the lens that you want, man. 17 to 40 f1.8 constant aperture. I'm a streamer on Whatnot and TikTok. What camera would you recommend I use? Stream streetwear. D, do you need to have like a full shot of your whole, like, from head to toe? And how far away is your camera? If you are relatively far, if your camera has is 3-4 feet in front of you, you would need like a 12 millimeter. If your camera is even further than that, like 4 or 5 feet, a 16 millimeter. Michael Ron Martinez, Canon R5 with a 85 1.2 72. My first time shooting studio. You're gonna be fine with the. Do you have lights, Michael Ron? Do you have lights in that studio? If you do, you're gonna be fine with lights, bro. With your, you don't need to worry about metering, bro. What I do recommend, though, if you're gonna do that shoot tomorrow, get there early. Get there early and get your test shots out of the way so you're not doing your test shots while your client is in front of you. I've seen vids and reviews about the 1850 and it's not a huge difference, but there is one. It's a really nice lens, dude. 18 to 50 Sigma f2.8 is sick. Thoughts on Sony cameras for regular yapping streaming, just portrait shot, same as you are now? I use this one. Who said that? ND McFly. Yapping videos. That's funny. I use this camera, the Sony ZV-E10 II with a 23 millimeter, and then I get pretty much focus is kind of sucking right now. And then the view that you get is this one, or I'm sorry, this one, the bottom one. So this is 23 millimeters. And then the top one up here is 16 millimeters, except it's horizontal. We rent a studio. They have everything. Yeah. Michael Ron Martinez, I'd encourage you to, if you can, get there 10, 15 minutes before. Set up your tripod and set everything up. You know, 3-point light setup, whatever you can. If you can get there early. And do a couple of test shots. Just to dial in your Kelvin and to dial, unless you're quick. I always arrive 10, 15 minutes early to all my photo shoots. Just to do some test shots before. Which one did you say? I have the ZV-E10 II. That's this camera right here, you guys. Let's see. Actually, if you want to go to my If you're on TikTok, you guys can check out my link in bio right here, my Amazon storefront, and you can see I have a category called the Sony ZV-E10 II, and here I have every lens and every piece of gear that I use for my content. This, I use this. I bought this in December. Look at this. This isn't. It wasn't this expensive. It was cheaper than this back then. They went up in price. It was like 900 something. It was close to 1,000, but not over. This is expensive, dude. This is expensive. That if it went up $200, that's nuts. But yeah, I bought this, the Sony ZV-E10 II. Again, feel free, guys, to check out my links in my description. I'm sorry, my links in my link in bio. YouTube, if you guys are interested in these links, they are the first link in the top of the description. Only APS-C sensor, though. Yeah, it's still pretty good, though. Legend of Manda. Can you check out some of my stuff and give me feedback? Footage is on. I'm not doing reviews, Legend of Manda. I will do reviews very soon, though. They are not going to be free, however. But they are coming back. I'm going to be doing them here pretty soon. Yeah, I'm creating an offer for, like, I think it'll be $9. $9 for 30 minutes of like a full-on portfolio review, social media review, all that stuff. I can't do them for free anymore, unfortunately. Not unfortunately, I just can't do them for free. What lighting do you use? The lighting that I'm using right now in this setup, guys, is, let's see if I can find it. They here. This one. I'm using the Zhiyun Molus X100, and then another one is, and then I'm using these tube lights as well. Yeah, using these tube lights, and I'm using this. The Zhiyun products, I really like the Zhiyun products, guys. They're really nice. I have the combo though. Yeah, I have the full-on combo. Totally worth to get the combo. What lighting? That's fair. As a newbie, I can't grasp shutter speed and ISO. Just shoot in AV mode. What camera do you have, Legend of Manda? Just shoot in AV mode until you get a better grasp of things. And also, if you're brand new, which is totally cool, you need to be going out every single day. Sony FX30, you have a monster camera, dude. You need to go out with your camera every single day, dude. Every single day. Yeah, every single day. Yeah, every day. You need a, I know the FX30 is like pretty intimidating to take out with you every single day, but that's how you get better. That's how you get better and create stuff. Or if you can't take it out with you, just make a making breakfast video every single day until you get it locked down, you know? Over on YouTube, is the Canon C100 Mark II still usable today? Probably. Probably is. What Sony camera do you recommend for truck driver, for driving cross country, mostly photography, but would like to dabble with video here and there? Much appreciated. I got you, bro. Hunter's Prime Vlog. Do you have any experience with cameras? Hunter Prime Vlog. If you want to do photo and video, bro, the A7 IV, if you can afford the A7 V, that's it, man. That's the last camera that you'll buy for like 10 years. It is a little expensive, but that's the one. If you can afford it, I'd get that. If you can't afford that, if that's out of your budget, check out the A7 IV. It really depends on your budget, man. Yeah, I would get this one, the A7 IV, if you can't afford the A7 V. But again, if you buy the A7 V, you're set, dude. Hunter, if this is out of your budget, let me know what your budget is, and I can narrow it down a little bit more. for you. Happy to do that too. Let's see. AS Media Films. I'm stressing myself out. Which first camera to buy? I'm thinking about getting the A7 IV for a long haul. Yeah, A7 V. That's the one, dude. I have a Sony ZV-1 Mark II. What do you think? I think that's an okay camera to get you started, man. Do you like it? If you like it, I have a Nikon ZR and I need a 14 millimeter. Can you help find? I don't know much about the Nikon mount. You can just look one up. I shoot pro wrestling and I require lots of prep. Takes me a lot of time to get settings right. Yeah, so you need to practice, dude. You can't be practicing on the pro wrestling. You need to practice on like going to a park. You know what I mean? Yeah, you need a lot of practice. And plus, the more reps that you get in, the more that you'll find a workflow that works for you. Just haven't been able to find one I like. What do you need? What do you need? What don't you like about the ones that you've found, Cam? Talk to me, man. 4K. Hunter. You said over here, Hunter? Like 4K, and what about a lens, prime or zoom? I would get yourself, if you're in the 4K range, that's a pretty good, that's a really good budget. A7 V is gonna be a little bit outside of that. Well, the camera itself is $3,000, and then you'll have about $1,000 left over in the 4K. I would say one of two lenses, either the 24-70, and you can find these used, by the way. That's the one thing about the the Sony cameras, is that you can find some really nice third-party zoom lenses that are in that $1,000 range. Let's see, Sigma 24-70. Here we go. How much is this? There we go. Look at this. I'd get something like this, dude. I'd get a Sigma lens. So I'd get the A7 V and I'd get the 24. You're a little over your budget. This is a brand new lens. You can find these used. Let's go to MPB. Is there an MPB? Let's see. MPB. Let's find it used. Yeah, look. Used, you can find it for under $1,000. Yep, here we go. I'd either get this one, 24-70, or does Sigma have a 15-35? Sigma 15. They should, right? It's a 7. No, that's not it. Oh, here we go. 16-28. Or I'd get this one. Yep. So between those two lenses. Yep. That's what I would get, man. That's what I would get. Since you're going to be in a truck, I'd get this one. The 16-28. I'd start with this one and then see how you like it. Is that a good lens for vlogging? What lens? Surviving the element. I got an A7R5 about 4 months ago. It's very good. Yeah, that's a very good camera. Currently have an A7R2 and I'm looking to move to an A7R4. Any thoughts and tips on buying? No, buy it. If you can afford it, buy it. I have a Tamron 17-70. Haven't used it yet. Been using my prime lens for pro wrestling. Haven't used it yet? You should check out the 17-70, man. That looks really nice too. The prime lens, I mean, unless you're good with the prime lens. Is the R10 a good camera? The R10 is a good camera. I do have mainly Sony lenses except for Sigma 500 f/6 24 to 70. 24 to 70 is for vlogging. If you want to do like hand holding out vlogging where you're like holding your camera out like this, a 24 is going to be a little tight. It's going to be a little tight. You would probably want like a 15 to 35. I want to leave memories for my kids when I leave this earth. Thank you, brother. Much appreciated. Yeah, you're going to like the Sigma 16 to 28, dude. The A7 IV, and I don't know when you plan on leaving this earth, but that camera will you'll probably leave it to one of your kids. That's why I recommend it, man. I got the 16 to 25. Nice. Thoughts on the 17 to 70, the Tamron? Yeah, the f2.8. Just looking for a zoom lens for like B-roll. Nice. Yeah. If you guys are just hanging out over on YouTube, I appreciate it if you guys would leave a what can you do on YouTube? Can you guys leave a heart or a thumbs up? That'd be great. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. On TikTok, keep double tapping your screen, guys. Keep double tapping your screen. Get this live out to more people. And keep these questions coming. Had a good stream today. Sony Alpha A7 V or Nikon ZR. I want them for mainly pics, but also good videos. The A7 V, Supreme. Yeah, the Tamron one. Would you say it's good? Yeah, I would say it's good. I would say it's okay. It's an okay plus lens for sure. The build quality, that's the only... Tamrons to me don't have the best build qualities. Favorite lens at the moment is the 7200 OSS. It's like my... Yeah, that's a good lens too. Recommendation for a monitor for the FX30 Pro Wrestling. I use Viltrox lenses, broski. The Viltrox lenses are really nice. But there are newer ones that are out. So, but I have 4 of these lenses. I mean, 4 of these monitors. Where do I have them? Where do I have them? I forget where the Viltrox stuff is. Oh, right here, I think. This one. Yeah, literally, you can see I have 4 of these. Oh, look at that. They went down in price. These might not be the Pro. I have the Pro one. DC 550 Pro. Yeah, I have the Pro version. This one. Is it that one? The field worlds are really nice. I have a bunch of these videos on my TikTok, and I think on YouTube I have maybe I should make a video for this product. Why get the Pro monitor? The Pro monitor is a brighter screen. It lets you import LUTs, and it's also a touch screen. But it looks like this one's a touch screen too. That's just the one that I have. DC 550 Pro. Yeah, I have them right here. I have a couple of them right here. So this comes with this little kit. Comes with all the cables. Comes with a little sun hood. Just everything that you need. A battery. A little cold shoe adapter. There's everything you need. Newbie, can you explain LUTs? LUTs are the color grade. So like you can film like in log footage on your FX30, which is a great cinema camera. And then you can film in log, and then what the LUT does is you'll be filming in your camera in log footage, which is like a desaturated profile. And then you can take an SD card, import LUTs into your monitor, and you can choose your favorite LUT, import it on, and then you'll get a real-time view of what your log footage will look like after it's color graded. Jonathan Kai, what up? Wish you could zoom on lives. Are the little screens heavy? I thought about getting one to make macro easier. No, they're pretty light. What combo are you filming with right now? Sheesh. Right now, broski, I'm filming on TikTok on a Canon R10 with a 23mm, and then on the YouTubes up here, I'm filming on a wide lens is a R50 with a 16mm. I got them right here, actually. Let's see. Right here. Yeah, YouTube is the R10, which is what you're seeing me with, and then the top down here, this is the R50V. That is like my top down shot. I found someone selling an R50 with a nifty 50 for $630, slightly used body. That's pretty legit. Just make sure that you don't get stabbed. Great explanation, thanks. Yeah, Legend of Manda, if you're curious, just go, type in FX30 log footage into YouTube and it'll explain it. That's for like color grading, if you're into color grading. Fun ways to film for practice. Oh, great question, dude. I always tell people to practice filming at home or just going out. But the best way to film at home, in my opinion, is to make a making breakfast video. So film yourself with multiple angles while you're making breakfast. And why I think that's a really good way to do it is because you make breakfast practically every day, or you can, or it's very accessible to you, right? Whether you're making toast or frying up some eggs or making a coffee in the morning, you have an opportunity to film that event every single day. And it doesn't have to be cooking or make it, don't overcomplicate it. Doing laundry at home, you do that at least once a week or often enough that you can set up your camera in multiple angles, put that footage into your editing software. It's not the most interesting shots in the world, but you get to do it a lot that you get like a lot of practice. And you can do that in the comfort of your own home, right? Nobody's watching you, or anybody that you cares, nobody's opinion that you care is watching. You know what I mean? You can just do it multiple times. So I tell people to do that. Like I have a bunch of instead of doing breakfast, I do making coffee videos, and I just film myself making coffee whenever I'm testing out a new lens. Hi, can you recommend a capture card for a camera? I like Elgato products. Yeah, I like the Elgato products. I was confused with color grading as well. I have a DJI action camera and total newbie in video. They said to use D-Log. Yeah, D-Log. That's if you color grade. Use log footage if you color grade. If you don't do color grading, then don't use any log footage. Just use the standard profile. Which is best optical quality lens, RF USM or RF VCM? Both are great optically. The USM lenses, that has to do with the motor. USM is ultrasonic, and then VSM, I forget what VSM stands for. Both are great optically though. Have you tried doing firmware updates using card on camera? Yeah. Jonathan K, are you into drones? I am not into drones. I have a drone, but I don't use drones. All right, y'all. I am about to get out of here. If you haven't followed or subscribed on TikTok or YouTube, please consider doing so. Right now is your opportunity. I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I'm going to be back tomorrow. I got a couple more pieces of content to make for TikTok Shop and some more products that got sent in. All of you guys that hung out with me tonight, God bless you. Thank you so much. I'm going to see you again. If you're not following already, please consider doing so. I am multi-streaming on YouTube and TikTok. Thanks again so much. Adios.